Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. This is Funmibi here again with another tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this gorgeous outfit that I have on right here in this video. This dress is very easy to make. You can make it in about an hour or an hour 30 minutes depending on how fast you are when it comes to sewing. This dress is incredibly stunning and versatile. You can wear it to church, you can wear it for a party, you can wear it to work. You can wear it anywhere you like, honestly. So if you'll be interested in knowing how to make something like this for yourself, for your clients, for your sister, for your friend as a gift, anybody that you want to make it for, please be sure to watch this video to the end, okay? It's very important that you don't skip any part so you don't miss out on any important information. Most times when people skip through videos, they tend to miss information and start to ask questions that have already been answered again in the comment section. So please watch to the end. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to this channel. Girl, I'm going to give you a few seconds. Subscribe, okay? Hit the subscribe button and remember to also click on the bell notification right beside the subscribe button. That way you know every single time I drop a new video. I try my best to post weekly, okay? Every single week you can be sure that there will be something new and spicy on here on the channel. If you enjoy watching, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, which I'm sure you would. I'm sure you're going to like this video, so please go ahead and hit the like button, okay? That way I know you guys got value from watching this video. Finally, if you know someone that is going to enjoy this type of content and you think they would really love or learn from this video, please be sure to share with them, okay? It could be your friend, it could be your co-worker, it could be anybody, honestly. It could even be someone that you want to make something like, if you have a tailor that you want to make something like this for you, please share this video with them, okay? All right guys, now that I've said all of that, let's get straight into the meat and the potatoes of today's video. Let's go. Hello friends, so before I cut on fabric, I want to make a quick little explanation. To make this my flared dress, I'm going to cut my dress like I'm cutting a flare or cutting a circle. And most times if you want to cut a circle, what you're usually told to do is to fold our fabric along the bias grain. And when you tell someone to fold along the bias grain, the person is folding in such a way that they create like a right angle kind of shape with their fabric. So imagine that this is your dress or your fabric now. This is the longest part of your fabric and this is the length of your fabric, okay? When you want to fold according to a bias grain, you will pick your fabric from this tip at the edge and then allow this length of the fabric to meet this width of the fabric at the bottom. So you pick from one edge here and then fold this way. I hope you understood what I just did. So you want it to be in such a way that this length is meeting this width, all right? So you're folding this way, and then because I want to cut the front and back of my dress at once, let me dim my light a little so you guys see what I'm doing. Because I want my front and back of my dress, I want to cut it once. After folding like this, I'm going to pick this edge of my dress again and then fold it one more time, all right? If you want to add zip allowance to your dress, you fold the second triangle or right angle triangle, you fold it in such a way that it doesn't get to the edge of the fabric, okay? You still have some allowance here. So this is going to be where the zipper of your dress will be. So this other piece of fabric will be the back of your dress where this zipper allowance is. But if you want it to be a flared dress without zip allowance, just fold it all the way. You are folding two right angle triangles on top of each other, and this is how your fabric will be. Then you start to take your shoulder, your bust point, and the other measurements that you want to take for your dress. I hope everything I said makes sense. By the time I'm cutting on fabric, you guys will see what I'm talking about. But I just thought to use this paper as a form of illustration so that when I'm working on fabric, we understand. If we still have questions after this illustration, please feel free to ask me. All right, guys, let's go cut on fabric. To make this simple A-line dress with ruffles at the bottom, the measurements you'll be needing are your shoulder measurement, your round bust measurement, your shoulder to nipple measurement, and your dress length. In this video, I made a couple of mistakes and I'm going to be stating them out for you guys so you don't repeat it while making yours. Hi guys, so without wasting any time, what you need to make this particular dress is your fabric of choice. For me, I'm working with Mikado fabric in the color peach. I have my scissors, I have my ruler, I have my tailoring chalk, my tape roll, as well as my pattern master. As you guys might know, I enjoy, well, not really enjoy, but it's convenient for me to cut outfits using my sitting room floor, which is always clean. I can eat off of the floor. I know that's a bit of an exaggeration, but my floors are clean. Anyway, just in case someone is turning up their nose to my style of cutting. What I have here is about 3 yards of fabric, all right? And in order to make this dress, you need to fold, because it's kind of like an A-line dress of some sort. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it according to the bias. Basically, I'm trying to form like a triangle of some sort. I would illustrate what this entire process looks like using paper, just for those that are new to sewing and they're like, what does she mean by folding on bias? So you're forming like a right angle triangle kind of shape with your fabric. So you want this end right here to meet this other end here. Okay, so that's what I'm doing now. All right, so now that I have one triangle, if you need to pin, feel free to pin. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold it again, kind of like I'm doubling that, my triangular situation that we have going on. Again, so you have your fabric is folded into 4. In order to avoid it moving around too much, you grab your pin and then pin. All right, guys. So now that we have this going on, this is ready. Oh my God, I just poked myself. This is what we have here. So you're going to grab your tape roll now. My shoulder measurement is 16 inches. So I'll keep moving my tape roll until I get to where I can get half of my shoulder measurement. So half of 16 is 8. So at this point, this is where I'm able to get my 8 inches. So I'm just going to grab my pattern master and then draw my shoulder measurement at this point. So every other measurement that we'll be taking will be starting from this point all the way down. All right, guys, so starting from this point where my shoulder line is, I'm going to first of all measure the neck dimension that I want. I want it to be 3.5 by 3.5, so I'm just going to do that real quick. So 3.5 inches wide and 3.5 inches deep. All right, I'm going to take my curve right here to just draw out the neckline curve like so. Now that I have that, I'm also going to, at this edge, come down by 1 inch to just draw out my shoulder slope and then draw this out for my armhole point. So the way I like to take my armhole measurement these days is I subtract 2 inches from my shoulder to nipple measurement. My shoulder to nipple measurement is 11 inches. Subtracting 2 inches from that will give me 9 inches. So I'll typically mark the 9-inch point to take my armhole measurement. On that 9-inch mark, I square out my line, and on that same line, I draw my bust measurement divided by 4. My round bust is 40 inches. Dividing that measurement by 4 will give me 10 inches. And then I go ahead to add my sewing allowance, which for this dress was about 1.5 inches. I hope everything I just said makes sense. I lost some footage and I made a couple of mistakes while filming this video. That is why I'm not showing you guys everything that I'm talking about. So now that I have that, I'm just going to determine how long. So I want the full dress length to be about 39 inches. Because I still want to add some gathers to the bottom of the dress, I'm just going to stop at this 32 inches, okay? Then I'll add 7 inches to the remaining bottom. So what I'm going to do now is, so at this 32 inches point, all right, I'm going to just, well, let me just make it 33 inches because I don't like short dresses. Well, not that I don't like short dresses, but I try my best not to allow my dresses be too short when I wear them. Just so it's not giving off a wrong message. Right, so now that I have this, I'm just going to cut out all the points that I've marked. Cutting this dress is pretty easy. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Right. And the neckline as well. So this is what the dress looks like at the moment. So now that I've cut out my fabric, this is what the neck looks like, front and back. I cut the same neck dimension for the front and back. I did 3.5 by 3.5. All right, feel free to tweak the neckline to the dimension that you like. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick out each piece and turn the neckline with bias tape. But for the back, let me just remove the back. So this is going to be the front. For the back, I'm just going to slash it a bit in the middle, right, just to allow ease for when I'm wearing the dress from the top. I didn't add zip allowance to this back. It was a mistake on my part. So if you want to add zip to your own, make sure that when you fold, add zip allowance to the back of your dress. But since I didn't add zip allowance, I'm just going to do a slash in the middle and then do my, what's it called now, turn the neckline with bias tape. I want the slash at the back to be about 3.5 inches deep. So I'm just going to do this real quick at this point and then draw a straight line. So at this point here, I'm just going to cut through. Let me show us what I'm doing. So I'm going to get my bias tape and just turn this portion and turn this portion, so I have ease at the top when I want to wear this blouse. I'm going to do that and then come back to show us. I've already gone ahead to turn the neckline with bias. I've also turned the armhole of the dress with bias here and here. The next thing I want to do now is, remember, because of that whole not adding zip allowance at the back, I went ahead to do this dip here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just fold this tiny piece of fabric that is about 2 inches wide and 12 inches long. I'm going to fold it and then just create it like a strap here. The strap idea was not given, so I ended up using a hook and eye. And then the next thing I'm going to do also is, because the bottom of the dress is about, right now is about 30 inches long. That's going to be a bit too short for me. I'm just going to add an extra piece of fabric. Let me show you guys so I don't just talk without showing. Yeah, as I was saying, this piece of fabric is about, let me measure for you guys to see. It's what do we have here? It's about 9.5 inches long, and it's just a very long strip of fabric. I believe it's about 120 inches long and 9.5 inches wide. So I'm just going to create kissing pleats with this long piece of fabric and attach it to the brim of the dress just to give it extra length. If you don't want to go through this whole pleating and creating extra length situation, you can just make your dress longer. But I feel like adding this whole kissing pleat situation at the bottom will give the dress a different vibe. When I'm done doing all of these things that I've explained, I'm going to wear the dress, show you guys how it looks on me, and then we'll just wrap up this tutorial. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. All right guys, so this is what the outfit looks like on me with the 3D applique. I believe I've shared this video already, but yeah, again, I'm extra like that. This is what the outfit looks like on me. Absolutely stunning. I'm going to share how this 3D applique was made, so stay tuned. Make sure that you turn on your post notifications so you don't miss that tutorial when it goes up on the channel. However, this is what this simple A-line dress with the frills at the bottom, this is what it looks like. Okay, absolutely stunning. I'm going to give you guys a 360-degree spin. This is what it looks like with the frills at the bottom. And I'm going to give you guys a spin. If you enjoyed watching, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, okay? That way I know that you guys got value from watching. Also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, okay? Please subscribe, all right? Share this video with someone that you think would love this type of content. If you have feedback for me, question, suggestion, or just comment, something that you want to say about this dress, please keep it in the comment section. Let's keep it positive, okay? Thank you, all right? All right, guys, without wasting any more time, thank you again for watching this video. It means a lot to me. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. All right, guys, I can't wait to see you in another video. Bye.